Hi everybody, and welcome to this Friday's devlog of the Outbound Ghost. If you've never seen the game before, it's an adventure RPG inspired by Paper Mario in terms of its visuals and story, but it's more inspired by Undertale when it comes to the gameplay. Normally in these devlogs, I recount what game development sort of stuff I've been doing for the past week, like a new mechanic or area that I implemented. But this week I'm not going to do that because yesterday, as of the upload of this video, the Kickstarter campaign for the game was finished. Not only did we crush the $10,000 goal in under 32 hours, but by the end of the campaign, we raised around $28,000 with a total of 934 backers. So, awesome stuff. I really want to thank you all who supported the game, whether it was just through pledging or telling your friends about it. It seriously helped out a ton. But now that it's over, you might be wondering, well, what now? When is the game going to be released, and how are the funds going to be put towards the development of the game? Well, firstly, the game is still slated for a release next year, and I'm estimating either summer or Halloween period for that, but, we'll see. As for the funds, this will go towards helping support myself as well as paying the two freelancers who are on the project, which are Kimo the musician and Clayzella the character artist. Both of these individuals add such a layer of charm to this game and their respective disciplines, and I'm super excited about the fact that the Kickstarter funds will allow me to continue working with them without restrictions. I'm also currently in talks with multiple publishers for additional support, which I mean additional funds to really be free of financial restrictions, and other stuff like helping out with ports. If you're worried about that though, don't worry. I'd only ever work with a publisher if I feel like the game's vision and other factors surrounding that won't be affected in a negative way. So if I'm open to working with a publisher, why would I go with a Kickstarter in the first place? Well, it's actually for the exact same point that I made earlier. With a Kickstarter success like this, you don't feel the absolute need to go with a publisher. Worst case scenario, if my only options for publishers force me to concede something vision-wise, well, because of the Kickstarter, I don't feel like I have to be forced into signing something that isn't the best for the game. Instead, I can fall back on doing additional freelance work or something like that. So yeah. Overall, the success of the Kickstarter means a lot for the game, because now it can be exactly what I envisioned it being, and it's going to be super great. In slightly related news, I have some really cool gameplay related stuff that I can't show just yet because it's not finished, but I think you will all like it, especially Paper Mario and Undertale fans, so look forward to that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is spin-offs for the Outbound Ghost. As you may know, spin-offs are a really great way of getting the word out there about the main game, but they can also be great as a means of funding the main game. I've been considering doing this for the Outbound Ghost, and you may have seen a glimpse of this in the previous devlogs with the showcase of the Pixel prototype. In reality, that's just one of the 4 or 5 spin-offs that I could potentially make regarding the Outbound Ghost, and I think they all have potential to not only stand on their own feet, but also uplift the main game and provide some extra lore and story content for those of you who are interested in that sort of stuff. If I do end up doing something like this, these spin-offs would definitely be on the short and cheap side, and I have a system in mind in order to adequately reward Kickstarter backers in relation to these as well. What do you think? Is a sort of extended universe for the Outbound Ghost something you would like to see? I think it could turn out really interestingly, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Something else I wanted to do was a full-on Q&A devlog, so if you have any questions regarding the development of the game, or about the Kickstarter campaign, or porting to Switch, make sure to leave them in the comments below as well, but obviously for the last one I'll be a bit restricted in what I can share, but I'll still do my best to answer as I can. Another thing I wanted to do was shout out 2 awesome games that are sort of related to the Outbound Ghost. They're not spin-offs just yet though. The first one of these is Area Disconnect. If you've been watching the devlogs recently, you might know that the lead developer of this game is actually the composer of the Outbound Ghost. So if you like the music he's made for this, I recommend you check out the link in the description. It's an awesome cyberpunk Metroidvania with inspiration from the classics in the genre. It's a real great time. The second game I wanted to shout out is Ghost Blast. The developer of this game and I are good friends and have been helping each other out in regards to game development for a while now. And to my surprise, he actually managed to nab the first Kickstarter pledge, so I seriously don't know how he did it, but his game is super awesome and I think you should check it out. I've left his Twitter link in the description as well. He's going to have a free demo out soon. There's already a free one actually, but this new one's going to be even more expanded, so check that out. Yeah, dang, it's been a busy month. Running a Kickstarter is no joke, but it's seriously been so worth it. I feel like the community that has slowly built itself around the game is seriously so awesome, and I can't wait to see what you all think when the game comes out. I'm making tons of incredible additions, and I think you will all really like them. Anyways, I'll talk to you all next week, and hopefully I'll have some really awesome news about combat. Maybe I said a bit too much, but now you have something to look forward to, so I'll see you all on next Friday's devlog, and I hope you all have a good week.